A new study found e-cigarettes can potentially release significant amounts of toxic metals in its vapors, which users inhale. Scientists examined 56 e-cigarettes. They discovered a number of them released vapors with potentially unsafe levels of lead, chromium, manganese, and/or nickel. Now, scientists and health advocates are concerned about vaping's growing popularity, especially among teenagers. Werner has the story.
Good morning. E-cigarette use and vaping have been described as safer alternatives to smoking cigarettes. But advocacy groups and some scientists studying the growing trend say those nicotine-containing devices carry known health risks to developing teenage brains. And some kids are already using them.
A lot of people like vaping, and we do too.
It's something you can find teens posting about all over social media. Vaping, inhaling the vapors from e-cigarette products. High school sophomore Kyler Christopaitis is one of them.
When's the first time you tried vaping?
When I was in 6th grade.
Why did you try it?
Because my friend was doing it.
Government statistics found millions of teens have tried it. Nearly 36% of 12th graders had tried some form of vaping in 2017, which included e-cigarettes, devices that can look like cigarettes, pens, or USB data storage drives.
Everyone does it. Like everyone. Every time I go into the bathroom, there's someone doing it.
Now, researchers at University of California's School of Medicine are raising concerns about vaping's impact. Their studies show some teens who likely would not have smoked regular cigarettes are using e-cigarettes. It also found teens who do vape are 6 times more likely as those who have never vaped to later begin smoking. Scientist Jessica Barrington-Trimis.
The normalization of e-cigarette products and vaping products is really problematic.
The vaping industry disputes the study, saying there's no peer-reviewed science that establishes a causal relationship between vapor use and smoking initiation by minors.
Do you worry about what's in it?
Honestly, no.
Why not?
I don't really think about it. It's just advertised as being healthier than smoking cigarettes.
Some research does seem to support the idea that e-cigarettes are less harmful than regular cigarettes. But a new study from the NYU School of Medicine finds that nicotine from e-cigarettes can cause cancer in mice. And the authors wrote, it's possible that e-cigarette smoke may contribute to lung and bladder cancer as well as heart disease in humans. E-cigarette manufacturers say their products are not aimed at children. But Vince Wilmore with the nonprofit group Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids is skeptical.
There are over 7,000 flavors of e-cigarettes on the market, including flavors like gummy bear, cotton candy. Those are flavors that clearly appeal to kids.
One brand that has become particularly trendy is Juul. The company says its device, which resembles a USB drive, is now the #1 selling e-cigarette in the country. One pod contains as much nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
It's slick, it's high-tech, it looks like a thumb drive on a computer, which means you can hide it easily, and it gives a very strong hit of nicotine. So this is about an ideal tobacco product to get kids hooked.
And do you think the companies know that?
Well, if they didn't know it when they introduced the product on the market, they should know it by now.
Christopaitis says at his high school, Juul products are everywhere, even though selling them to minors is illegal.
Are they hard to get?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
So, you get them at school?
You can put on your Snapchat story who's got a Juul, and everyone has one, and you can just buy one so fast.
The company says its products are not for kids. In a statement, Juul said, "We condemn the use of our product by minors. We are fully committed to dramatically reducing the incidence of young people using Juul." The company says to that end, it's investing in significant resources and personnel to combat the problem.
Do it for Juul.
But some kids clearly aren't listening. On social media, the hashtag #DoItForJuul has inspired many to post themselves and others juuling. And Wilmore says as a first step, the FDA should ban the flavored products he says kids are attracted to.
We'd like to see the FDA exercise that authority.
The Vapor Technology Association says it's working aggressively to push federal legislation that would restrict marketing and youth access to vapor products. The FDA does have the authority to regulate e-cigarettes, but last year they delayed regulations that would have forced some e-cigarette makers to seek the agency's approval for their products and could have forced some products off the market. Gayle?
All right, Anna.